The Pulse. Do 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 da 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 Pulse. Do 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 da da da. Townships interviews. Don't forget breaking news. The Pulse, the Pulse, the Pulse. Broadcast just for you.
You're listening to the Pulse broadcast from the Pulse of the Eastern Townships. I'm William Crooks. Two townships, natives, two very different rings. First we head to Moncton, where Waterloo's Brent Wakeling just took silver at the Canadian Armwrestling Championships, beating last year's champion along the way. Then we cross into the world of professional wrestling, with Knowlton's Benoit, known to fans in Atlantic Canada as the French Flex, who's making his mark with Dartmouth's Kaizen Pro Wrestling. Two stories of small-town grit finding a big stage. You're listening to the Pulse broadcast from the Pulse of the Eastern Townships. I'm William Crooks. 3 years ago, Brent Wakeling was new to competitive arm wrestling. Last year at the Canadian Nationals, he finished 7th or 8th. This year in Moncton, he stood on the podium with a silver medal in the men's 100-kilogram class, and along the way, he beat the man who won it all last year. The Waterloo native isn't training in some high-performance facility. He builds his strength on construction sites and studies technique in his living room floor, watching videos late into the night to figure out what works for his long arms and strong wrist. I caught up with Brent by phone on July 2nd to talk about that breakthrough tournament, the final that got away, the club culture that keeps him improving, and where he's settling his sights next. Here's our conversation.
Hey, Brent, how's it going?
Not too bad.
Thanks.
Finishing up work.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks a lot for calling, and congratulations.
Well, I mean, it's second, but...
yeah, but second in Canada.
Yeah.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, better than last year. I mean, last year I think I got 7th or 8th, and this year I actually got the opportunity to actually do it. It actually turned out pretty good. Not the final. The final was pretty bad, but, I mean... That's the difference in levels sometimes. You meet somebody who's at a different level, and it's like, yeah.
Yeah, so if you're comfortable with it, tell me a little bit about that final match. I mean, what was the deciding thing there? Was he stronger? Was he more experienced?
Well, he was a lot more experienced. Like, he was just he was well-rounded, like, on the table, like, strong, he was fast, he was very technical, like he knew what he was doing.
Right.
So experience really showed.
Sure.
It was well deserved. I think I could have changed some things up, but I think the outcome still would have been the same.
Right.
But I mean, it's just you learn from it and you go on to the next one.
Sure. But climbing up the ranks that much is pretty amazing. Now, one thing people are going to want to know is, I mean, what kind of training, who are you training against in Waterloo that enables you to be second in Canada? Like, what do you think that you're doing that's working so well?
Honestly, I mean, I don't know. I train a lot at home.
Okay.
Like, I push myself a lot at home, and I really watch a lot of videos to try to learn different techniques and like how to like fix my technique and try to find what works for me.
Okay.
Because everybody can go and arm wrestle, and everybody can try to hook and try to top roll, try to press, but I believe that like everything, there's something that you're going to be better at. And top rolling for me was better, and I have a strong wrist and hand, so I kind of knew where to go. Right.
Now I remember. I don't know if you remember. We met once, and Stan said you're a pretty tall guy. Do you have long arms? Like, is it a leverage thing? Do you think that helps you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have big hands, leverage. My arms longer. So, like, I learned to use those in my matches and my lifts to help those. right?
Right. Sure.
Like my training, I don't go practice hook. I practice top rolling, and I practice on how to use my leverage properly or something like that.
Right.
Because I kind of just try to copy different workouts online and what works. Because right now, like, I'm still, I think 3 years, going on to 4 years in it. So I'm still learning. I'm still learning a lot, and my body's still trying to, learn arm wrestling and adapt to arm wrestling.
Sure. Sure. Now, give me a little bit about your background. You train with Waterloo, but where are you based from? And did you grow up in the townships?
Yeah, I grew up in Waterloo.
Okay.
So like my brothers are there, my dad's there, my mom's there, I grew up in Waterloo since I was a kid. But then I moved, me and my wife, we bought a house in Austin.
Okay.
So everybody at my club, I'm super good friends with, like I've known for a very long time.
Sure. Great.
So
okay, so what's next for you? I mean, I think Jesse's hosting something in Waterloo.
he was planning on it, but there was no official like day or
Right.
month or something like that. So we haven't talked about like exactly when.
Right. Okay. And I think you were telling me in Stansted, part of what makes you strong is your work, because you work with your arms all day, right? Like shoveling. Like, talk a little bit about that.
Just construction.
Right.
So I work in construction, so it's a lot of lifting and awkward movements, awkward lifts. So I think it really benefits like working with your hands a lot.
Great.
So
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, we're not really going to build strength off of, I don't know, working at a post office. I don't know. Like,
yeah.
But you know
or being a journalist doesn't help. Yeah.
well, I mean, everything kind of does help, but like to build real like physical strength, that's why farmers are so strong.
Right. Yeah.
Because they grow up doing hard work their whole life. So when they do get into a sport like this, they're naturally already strong.
Sure. Okay. Now, okay. So what's next for you? Like, this coming second get you anything? Like, is there a world competition you can go to, or is it kind of just train more, train harder, and try to be first next year?
Pretty much. Yeah. So that's my goal. Like, next is like Ottawa Open.
Okay.
So that's a big tournament in November. My goal is to win it. Because like I seen in the paper, it said that I won Open, but I won the 100 kg, so the 220.
Ah, okay. I got to correct that. Okay, because Matt told me you won Open. That's why I didn't see you on the video. I looked for you on the video, and so I looked at the biggest guys, and you weren't there, and I was confused.
Yeah, no, so that's it. So I'm in the 100 kg right on. So
right.
That's where I'm at. So
okay.
In Ottawa, I'm going to be competing in that too. So that's my goal, because that's another pretty big tournament with a lot of elite guys.
Sure.
So my goal is to go into that and like treat it like if it was the nationals, treat it like, it's a big, if I could beat the guys there and I could win there, well, that is a good sign for my next provincials, my good sign for my next nationals in Alberta next year.
Fantastic. How does being part of the Waterloo team help you out?
I mean, I think what helps is we don't take it too serious. Like, when you but sometimes it's too serious, because then there's no longer fun.
Right. Okay.
So where we're at, we're more of a club that like we know how to get strong. We know technique, but I think we're stronger than we are than our technical learning, like the techniques. So that's where I think we are really good at, is how to get strong, and we learn techniques, and then it all comes together very well. So that's what's fun, is like you go there it's always fun. We're always trying to learn because we're all technically new. So it's like we're all always learning something new.
Sure.
And we're all like trying to find something new, find different workouts. So it's kind of really cool that we're all on the same level, except Justin Cleary. He's been in it before. And, but, so I think that's what's really fun about this team is because like we're all the same level.
Okay.
Even though like one of us might win a little bit more than others, but we're all in a different class because we all decided, like we're all in a different weight class.
Interesting.
We're not in each other's weight classes.
Right.
We learn from each other. We know, like, it's just, we help each other out and all that stuff. So that's what's cool about it. There's no ego. So it's pretty much ego leaves it at the door and have fun with it.
That was Waterloo's Brent Wakeling, silver medalist at the 2026 Canadian Armwrestling Championships. Next up for Brent is the Ottawa Open in November, and after that, the Provincials and another shot at Nationals in Alberta next year. We'll be following along. You can read the full story on Wakeling, along with photos from the podium in Moncton at posttownships.com. While you're there, subscribe for free to get local news like this every morning. For the Pulse of the Eastern Townships, I'm William Crooks. Welcome back to the Pulse broadcast, bringing you the stories that matter across the Eastern Townships. Today we're stepping into the ring, literally. Knowlton native Benoit has traded small-town Quebec for the independent wrestling circuit in Atlantic Canada, where he performs for Dartmouth's Kaizen Pro Wrestling under the nickname The French Flex. From childhood Sunday nights watching Jeff Hardy on TV to landing on Kaizen's first ever training class at exactly the right moment, Gravel's path from the townships to the squared circle is one worth hearing. He told The Pulse he'd jump at the chance to wrestle in front of a hometown crowd, and he'd even do it for free. Let's get into it.
Good. How you doing?
Oh, very good. How you been?
Shit, it's been a minute, eh?
It has. Yeah.
No, I've been good.
I've been following sporadically over the years your Facebook posts of your wrestling. I'm a big wrestling fan. I think it's fantastic.
Hell yeah.
There is a small organization, I don't know if you know, in the Eastern Townships called the ETWA. Did you ever do anything with them?
It's funny because I think one of the first live wrestling shows I saw was the ETWA, but like I was 13.
Okay.
So this was like way back in the day, and it was like just in a little campground, just heading out of Knowlton. I don't remember in which direction. But like,
right, for sure.
And I ran into a dude. I was wrestling down in the States in New Hampshire. And there was another guy, the guy that I was wrestling had like just done a show at the ETWA, and I was like, dude, we gotta like, one of these days I'm gonna talk to somebody.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure they'd love it. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay, so that if you're seeing wrestling in the townships at 13, are you a townshipper? I always kind of thought you as a Bishop's guy. Are you local?
I'm from Knowlton. Yeah, man.
I never knew that. No, I don't know why I assumed otherwise, but.
Well, I hung out with all the East Coasters, like, even when I was going to Champlain, I just seemed to, like, fall in with those guys, so I was always kind of, like, lumped in with them.
Okay, well, this is, the local angle is even better than I thought it was.
It's even more local.
That's right. Okay, great. Okay, so how did you get into wrestling?
Like, just watching it was, ever since I was a kid, it was always playing on the TV kind of thing. It was very, like, it was a very religious thing in our house to watch wrestling, all the shows every week.
Okay.
And then I'd gone on, like, after I moved to Halifax, after a couple of years, I was working over at Alderney Landing, and then we started having a wrestling show in the theater there. And I kind of got to see more of, like, backstage happening and, like, that sort of side of it. And I was like, oh, you know what? Like, I think I could pull this off. And they were just starting to, like, try to find a place to open a school at the time.
Right.
So I kind of lucked in, like, I squeezed in at just the right time, and, like, it was the right time, right place kind of thing. And I was like, all right, we're gonna give this a shot.
Sure. Now, who was your favorite wrestler growing up?
Like, all right, I was always a Jeff Hardy guy, like the Hardy Boys kind of thing.
Right. Well,
So-
a big part of your act is kicks and flips, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing a bit more like face paint lately and like just trying to be a bit weirder.
Okay.
And that's a lot of just watching like those guys and like kind of getting into ECW and seeing like not necessarily the big beefcakes, but just like weird dudes doing cool things. I was like, all right, this is this is pretty great.
Sure. Tell me a little bit more about the organization you're part of.
So I do most of my wrestling for Kaizen Pro Wrestling, and they've been, I think, 6-7 years running now out of Alderney Landing.
Okay.
And that's in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. A couple of years after they started the promotion, they started the academy up. And I was part of the first class that came through the academy.
Okay. No way. So there's a wrestling school out there.
Yeah, there's a couple like tucked around. I think there's like I hear stirrings of them in New Brunswick. I know they're like either a little bit more sporadic because there's the same like people that are running shows. But like I think we're one of the places that has the like we have a permanent establishment for when we're not running shows. We always have the ring up at a spot,
Sure.
Birdside, that we can go to during the week and work on our wares.
Right. Sure. Now, do you guys tour around the Maritimes?
We're mostly in Dartmouth. Sometimes we'll have like little satellite shows that happen in some of the communities around the HRM. But there's a lot of other promotions, like Truro's got a promotion. There's folks that run out in the valley. There's folks that run down on the South Shore. There's folks that run in Fredericton. There's folks that run in Moncton. And there's like a few like overlapping spots. So you see a lot of the same people everywhere, but it's different like universes, if you will.
Right.
Like promotion kind of thing.
Sure. But you guys must once in a while mix and match and do wrestler trades and fun stuff like that.
Yeah. And that's always like, it's not nice to see like other faces in different promotions. I'll go up to Fredericton every once in a while. So like people kind of know me up there and will recognize me when I head up, or they'll, that kind of thing. They'll see people from other promotions and be pretty like jazzed about it. And like everybody works together anyways, but it's,
Sure.
I don't know where to go with that, but yeah.
Okay. Okay. So kicks and flips, your wrestling style must be pretty athletic. What kind of training do you do outside of the ring?
I try to make it into the gym at least 3 times a week. And but when I first started, it was a bit more like I was doing more yoga and more like movement based stuff.
Right.
And but I've been trying to work a bit more gym stuff so I can get to lifting people a little more.
Sure.
To switch the style around, because like kicks and flips are great, but the flips start to hurt after a while.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. What is your what's your wrestling name?
I'm still going under my name. Benoit has a pretty good ring to it.
Okay. Sure.
And I'm the French Flex in a lot of the parts.
Okay. Okay. Right. And you know what? What is coming up? What does your schedule look like for the summer?
What do I got coming up? I know I've got a show. Is it? Just gonna check in with them. Is it July 18th? I've got a show July 18th in Dartmouth.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think of when the next Truro show is, but there's a few more shows coming up for the rest of the year. All of the dates are up on the Kaizen Facebook page.
Sure.
And I'm on all of those shows. So
great. Well, listen, if you need, if you want to make a connection with ETWA, if you're ever back for a visit or something, just shoot me something. I cover them like crazy. I tried to insinuate myself into their storyline, but it didn't really work out. Like I was going to be fake news and like all the, anyway. So I know them very well. So anytime you want to hook up with them, just give me a shout.
I keep my eyes on the dates and I'll see like, cause like, I do one for free if I was just visiting kind of thing. Cause it'd be nice to have folks I know from back home anyways come up and see a show. And also like, yeah, I'd give them a free one if there was a spot available on the show.
Sure. Fantastic.
That's Benoit Gravel, Township's own French Flex, proving that Eastern Townships roots can take you a long way, even into a wrestling ring in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. If you're in the Maritimes, keep an eye out for his next appearance with Kaizen Pro Wrestling on July 18th. And if you're here in the Townships, here's hoping we get to see him back home in the ring sooner rather than later. Thanks for tuning into the Pulse broadcast. Subscribe to the Pulse of the Eastern Townships for this story and everything else shaping our region, and we'll catch you next time. That's this week's post-broadcast. From arm wrestling glory in Moncton to the wrestling ring in Dartmouth, proof that the Eastern Townships punches above its weight. You can read the full stories on both Brent Wakeling and Benoit Gravel at posttownships.com. While you're there, subscribe for free to get local news like this every morning. For the Post of the Eastern Townships, I'm William Crooks, and always remember, keep that finger on the pulse.
Interview. Don't forget breaking news. The Post, the Post, the Post broadcast just for you. Are you heading out for a cruise or lying there for a snooze? The Post, the Post, the Post broadcast just for you. Hey, I know that guy. Hey, I know that guy. Hey, I know that gal too. The Post, the Post, the Post broadcast just for you. The townships are the muse. Make sure to choose the Post, the Post, the Post, the Post.